name is Sean Shao, and I'm the director and artist of Escape Mates, a two-player dungeon crawler inspired by classic adventure tales such as Indiana Jones. When creating Escape Mates, I envisioned a game where players felt the ever-looming threat of some dangerous entity, and their driving motivation was to escape alive. With the experience goal in mind, our team spent weeks brainstorming, designing, and playtesting. By the end of it all, we have our current iteration of Escape Mates, a co-op strategy game where players explore a cursed temple for treasure while fleeing from haunted skeletons. The art for Escape Mates went through a few changes over the course of the game's development. At first, the premise was set on a pirate ship, and players were both bandits trying to steal forbidden treasure. However, as we added more and more booby traps to the board, we decided it made more sense for players to be exploring a dungeon or a temple. While the game pieces didn't change, the board changed from an oceanic feel to a more rustic treasure map themed aesthetic. And now that I've told you a bit about how Escape Mates came to be and how the artistic direction went, let's find out how the game works.
Hello everyone, my name is Hesh. I'm the designer and main rule creator for Escape Mates. I'm going to explain how great our dungeon is to the adventurers. You know why you are there, to find treasures. However, you need to go around the dungeon and see what's exactly hiding room for yourselves. But be wary, our magnificent skeleton servants would like to play hide and seek with you and chopping you into pieces whenever they see you nearby. However, the good news is that we have some special gifts to you along your journey. If you are feeling our skeletons are too foolish, don't worry. We have some quicksand to stuck you so that the skeletons can fight you easier. But not all of our gifts are negative. We have extracted all the remains of our previous fallen guests' souls and made those lovely health potions so that you can stay alive just a little bit longer. We have more kinds of traps and tools waiting for you to discover should you dare to enter our unbeatable masterpiece. But for now, I will pass to my colleague Chris to talk about how our previous guest suffers and what we learned from him.
Hi, my name is Chris Bellings, playtest coordinator of Escape Mates. During the development of Escape Mates, we noticed a variety of interesting player behaviors emerge as we tested the game to increase its difficulty while still providing a fun but challenging experience. Some of the observations we noticed were, at first, players seemed to be very hesitant to even go near or confront the skeletons. They played very much individually and were almost self-serving in a way, trying to get treasure for themselves and escape with their own lives, despite the game actually requiring both players to escape alive to win. As we implemented new mechanics, such as being able to fight the skeletons and health potions, that gradually made players stronger and more able to beat the skeletons. We found that players would actually begin engaging with the game's collaborative aspects. They really began to work together and actually confront the skeletons instead of run away from them. And while the skeletons were still much more powerful than the players, we found that overall the players enjoyed the experience much more, as they were able to actually have a reason to work together besides just surviving, and got to confront the skeletons as opposed to just being escapees.
Hello, my name is Jackie L. Young, and I was a documenter for the game Escape Mates. My group and I worked really hard on this game, and we made a lot of changes, but we wanted to keep Sean's original ideas into the game. To start off, we had to playtest Sean's game to see what we wanted to improve on. We definitely noticed that we wanted to improve the creativity and the complexity of the tiles. By doing so, we had to playtest these tiles many times, as well as updating our rule sheet many times and playtesting those to make sure the players were not confused and they understood what they needed to do to win the game. Along the way, Sean updated our art and made our game more aesthetically pleasing. But a great limiter on our project was our budget.
Hi, I'm Luca Wang, the financial manager of Escape Mates. Let me introduce you the physical copy of our game. While opening the large slot box, the player would expect to see a big foldable mat as the board, 49 plus 11 replacement mini square tiles that will be placed on the board and flippable, 2 pawns, 2 skeletons, 6 hearts as player's health, a d4, and of course the 8 pages rule sheets. The total cost will be $24.75 including the handling fee. With a limit of $25, we chose the most cost-effective parts from the game crafter. We also made multiple changes to the game to fit the budget, such as changing the board's shape, reducing the number of dice, replacing the loose stack with a valued treasure tiles, and visualizing the rules to reduce their length. Our primary goal is to let the player enjoy the Escape Mates as soon as they open the box.
In the end, thanks to everyone on the team, Escape Mates was made possible. But this doesn't mean that the journey has to end here. There are still many more traps and dangers to explore. Our team had many ideas for different tiles that didn't make it into the final version of the game. There's also potential for more ways players can cooperate to win. With more time and support, I know that Escape Mates can excel even more. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, and we hope you find Escape Mates to be a bone-chilling experience.